Okay, we are going live for the morning stretch, Wednesday morning. Stretch that body, expand that mind. Okay, so how we're going to start off today is, as we said, the emphasis is going to be on the lower back. So what we want to be doing now, with that lower back fully engaged in our mind, that is the area that we are going to look at. We are going to hip hinge over so that our lower back starts to open up. Your shoulders can start rounding from the very beginning, because what that will do, that will just curve that spine neutrally and naturally. And as we bend right over, we're going to drop our shoulders. Our arms are going to go towards the floor, towards our feet. The arms are just going to hang, the hands are going to hang, your lower back is just going to open up. I want you to really connect with your lower back. If your head needs to drop even more, allow your head to drop so the top of your spine is also opened. And then you've got that natural, nice curve that your spine is now offering. Spine is now opened up all the way. Wherever your arms allow them to drop, allow your arms to drop. If your hands are on the floor, then make sure that you're connected to the floor, connected in such a way that the emphasis is not on your palms, your fingers, your knuckles touching the floor. The emphasis is on the lower back opening. You're going to remain in this position. You should have reached the point where you're not able to go down anymore without having to either flex the knees or round the shoulders even more, or even collapse the elbows a little bit. What we want now is your natural ability to allow the stretch that you are now experiencing. That lower back nice and opened. And from there, what we're going to do is place the hands on the floor. So the palms of your hands, place them on the floor. If your knees need to bend as you do that, please do. And one knee will go down. One knee will go down. One knee will go down. And then the other knee will go down. And now you are on all fours. Now you are on all fours. What we're going to do now is outstretch the hands. Outstretch the hands. Not a great deal forward. And then just slowly tilt your way back so that you're trying to sit on your heels. When you get into that full stretch, I'd like you to open up your knees even more. And then what you'll find is your upper body will be allowed to sink a little bit more into that floor. So the position, the posture that you're in now should be a nice flared knee. Your forearms should be flush on the floor. Palms flat on the floor with your fingers spread open. Open up your fingers. Allow the energy to transfer. We're now mixing the frog stretch with the prayer stretch, with a little bit of a cat inclusion as well. Right here you should be feeling the outer lats popped out. You should be feeling your hips under a nice strain. The strain is the muscle just trying to activate. Allow that blood to circulate, making that area lubricated, making that area warm where the hips meets the stomach. And now what I'd like you to do is take a deep breath in through the nose, where you expand the belly. So take a deep breath in through the nose. I want you to feel the belly rise. I would then like you to hold that breath. And after the count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, expel that breath out through the mouth and feel the belly fall. And as you're now back into the state that you was in the beginning, just breathe as normal and then feel your body naturally sink into that floor. What I'd like you to do is get your head down, if it's not down already. I'd like you to place your forehead on the floor. Place your forehead on the floor. And from there, I'd like one of your arms to go from the top to the bottom. So you're going to rotate your arm round all the way over so that your arm is now on the side of your body, flush to your leg, and your palm now has faced up. So you've got one palm facing the ceiling, and that is the arm that is now next to your leg. And I want you to drop that shoulder, drop that same shoulder, just drop it. So now you're feeling tension on the outstretched arm, the one that's above you, in front of you. You're going to do the same thing for that arm that you did for the other arm. And that is circular motion it all the way so that it is right next to your leg. And you're going to turn your palm to the ceiling, and you are now going to drop both shoulders. Drop both shoulders. So now we're in the middle of a frog stretch with a child's pose. Just allow your body to sink, shoulders drop them. If you're feeling any tension, wherever that tension is, I'd like you to focus on that tension and let it go. Ask that tension why it's aggravated. Why is the tension there? What is the purpose of that tension being there? Does it need to be there? If it doesn't need to be there, you've got to let it go. Let it go. It's just your body's adaptive way to keep you balanced. It's your body's adaptive way to allow you to keep on being. So it's not used to you putting it through these kind of positions. So it's apprehensive. It's asking questions. You've got to answer the questions by allowing. Just allow it. Drop shoulders. All the muscles around the facial features. So eyes, cheeks, mouth, you want to drop them. Drop the muscles around the eyes, the cheeks, the mouth. And then from there, we're then going to rotate our hands back to where they were, outstretched, outstretched. And then we're going to bring our hands in so they're in a press up position. We're going to bring our upper body up so we're back on all fours. And what we're going to do now is allow the legs to go back. Allow the legs to go back. So we are now in a cobra. So I'll get into this position better. We're now in a cobra. And with the cobra, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. We're going to expand the belly. We're going to feel the belly expand, feel the belly rise. We're going to hold the breath. And then we're going to let the air out. We're going to let the air out through the mouth. And then we're going to put our bodies on the floor. Put the body on the floor. And what we are going to do now is outstretch the arms again, outstretch the arms again out, and then rotate them as you did before, all the way in a semicircle motion, all the way. And then the back of your palms, so the back of your hands, they're now going to place themselves on the lower back, on the lower back. And in this position here, what I'd like you to do is drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders, which inevitably will drop your elbows. And then you'll open up your scapula. And now you are in the Blackburn pose. What you're going to do in this Blackburn pose is release one hand, and go semicircle again. And now you're going to put the palm of that hand on the back of your neck. Put the palm on the back of your neck. And just relax the shoulder, relax the elbow. And now you've got two elbows that are now just relaxed. And you're getting two types of stretches. One on the scapula, the other one on the lat. Just now relaxing your body. We're going to switch arms. So the hand that is now on the back of the neck is going to go to the lower back. And the hand that is on the lower back is going to go to the neck. And we do it in the circular motion that we did it before. So we release the back of the neck. We release the hand that was on the lower back. And we travel the hands in a semicircular motion so that they attach themselves to the same places, but in the opposite way. And again, drop the shoulders, drop the elbows, relax. Sink into the ground, sink into the ground. And then from there, once again, we're going to release both the hands. We're going to release both the hands. And they're going to now come out so that they're spread, not directly above your head and not directly at the sides. They're at an angle. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn to one side, whichever hand that you want. You're going to raise the leg, so the leg becomes a 45-degree angle. And then you're going to bring your hand, the one that you are looking at, you're going to bring it in, not too far in, and you're going to dig it into the ground, and you're going to put some pressure so your body rotates. Your body rotates. As your body rotates, you're going to feel a nice stretch in the chest, shoulder, and bicep area of the arm that is outstretched, the arm that you are looking away from. And at the same time, you might be feeling a little bit of hip tension. So if that's the case, bring your hand a little bit more in, the one that you are facing. Apply pressure to twist your body even more. And now you're going to get a nice tight opening on that spine. And that hip tightness should go away. And then after 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're going to allow the hand to go back to its original position. You're going to let the leg go down to its original position. You're going to turn your head to the other hand. You're going to elevate your leg so that the other leg is now in a 45-degree angled position. And then the hand is going to be drawn more closer towards you. The palm flush on the floor. You're then going to apply some pressure, lift your upper body up, and you're going to get that same twist you experienced on the other side, stretching that pectoral chest, shoulder, and bicep. And at the same time, if you are feeling any tightness in those hips, just bring your hand a little bit closer to you, the one that you are facing, and apply a little bit more pressure, elevating your upper body a bit more, twisting that spine, getting that lower back to activate one more time. Sinking your hips, the one that is on the floor, so the hip that is flush on the floor, you want to sink it into the ground. As you sink it into the ground, your elevated hip should feel a little bit more freer. If it feels a little bit more freer, then you've got a nice twist in that lower spine, nice twist for that lower back to allow all that nutrient-rich blood to circulate around that area and do its medicinal magic. You're now going to bring your body down again. Your arms are going to spread out again. Your legs are going to go back into the original position next to each other. You're then going to go into a press-up position. You're going to elevate your body up and you're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. You're going to expand the belly. You're going to feel the belly rise. As you take that deep breath through the nose, when you reach the top, you're going to feel your belly really feel expanded, tight, and that is the feeling that you want. And after 3, 2, 1, you're going to take all that air out and blow it out the mouth. Blow it out the mouth. Relax that stomach area. You might feel a little bit of tightness in that lower back because it was so loose. We've now just enforced the tightness to it. We're going to elevate our bodies up so that we're back on the knee, back on the knee. And what we're going to be doing now is getting on all our fours, bringing one leg right up so it's next to our hand. So it's next to our hand. We've got now a bent knee that the foot has come up and it's right next to our hands. The hands are now parallel to each other in a shoulder width position. You've got one arm that is flush completely to the leg, completely to the leg. And what we're going to do here is your trailing foot, dig your toes into the ground, elevate your trailing foot, and then just tilt forward even more. Tilt forward even more with that toe being the pivot. And you're going to feel an almighty adductor stretch. So your knee should be protruding your elbow. And we're going to hold that position. 3, 2, 1. You're going to then relax and go back to that starting position by pivoting your toes back. And you're going to release the hand that is closest to your leg. Release it from the ground. And then you're going to rotate your body round. So we go into the T hip opener. Looking like a T, opening the hips. Hence the stretch that you are now in. The T hip opener. And from there, after 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're going to return back to that starting position and your legs are now going to swap roles. So that bent knee, the one that is right next to you now in front of you, goes all the way back. The trailing leg now comes all the way up and it comes to the other side of the body. And like we did last time, dig your toe of the trailing leg into the floor and then elevate the leg just slightly off the floor so you tilt your body forward using that pivot from the toes. And that way your spine becomes aligned and you feel once again that almighty adductor stretch. Lower back has opened up again. You're getting a hip flexor stretch on the trailing leg, the top of the thigh where it runs from the stomach all the way down to that knee. You're feeling that nice long muscle feeling stretched. You're going to release the hand that is closest to your leg, and you're going to once again become a T, open up that hip with the T, hip, opener. At this point, your training leg should now be flush to the floor, so don't worry about keeping it elevated. If your forward foot is now on its toes, then just plant your heel back onto the floor. Get your foot nice and flush to the floor. Keep that T hip opening stance for another 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. And then relax back so that you've got both your hands parallel again. And what we are going to do now is the same leg that's in front of you. We're going to put it on the floor. Same leg, put it on the floor. And now, what's going to happen, you're going to have one of your hands that is going to be supporting you. I'd like you to collapse it. As you collapse it, you're going to move forward all the way around. Forward all the way around. And then you are now going to be in a pigeon stretch. Be in a pigeon stretch. Hold that pigeon stretch. And we say good morning to Ellen. Good morning. And awesome. Excellent. You're in that pigeon stretch now. So what we're going to be doing in this stretch is taking some breathing patterns and utilizing them to open up not only our body but our minds. So we're going to go in for 3 seconds, breath in through the nose. We're going to hold it for 4 seconds, and then we're going to breathe the air out for 5 seconds. And every time we breathe out the air, that second will extend. So we're going to go 5 seconds, breathe out, 6 seconds, breathe out, 7 seconds, breathe out, and 8 seconds, breathe out. But the pattern remains the same on the breath in. It will always be a 3-second breath in. It will always be a 4-second hold. So when you're ready, we go in now for 3, 2, 1. We hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. We breathe out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We breathe in through the nose for 3. We hold for 4. We breathe out now through the mouth for 6. We breathe in through the nose for 3. We hold for 4. We now breathe out for 7. We breathe in for 3. We hold for 4. We take that last breath out for 8. And we now breathe as normal, breathe as normal. And our upper body now comes up. Upper body now comes up. And the legs, they swap positions. So whatever leg that you've got that's bent out in front of you, you're going to change legs. Change legs. So we go into a pigeon stretch with the opposing leg. Once you're there, in that position, you're then going to bring your body over that leg, collapse the hand that was supporting you all the way over, so we go into the pigeon. So what we need to be feeling now, or what could be feeling now, is the hip flexor, lower back, drop those shoulders. Every time you breathe in through this technique, just feel your body. Just really make a conscious effort to connect with your body. Feel what's going on. Feel the belly rise. Feel the belly fall. Feel the blood circulating. Feel any shades of pain. Accept everything that is happening. Have no judgment on what's going on. If there is a pinch, we don't want pinches. So readjust your body so you don't get the pinch no more. As one, just feel as one. We're going to go in now again. Same technique. 3 second, 4 second, and every time we breathe out, it's going to be extended on them seconds. So we go in for 3, 2, 1. We hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. We breathe out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want your heads to drop completely as well, so that spine opens up. We go in for 3. We hold for 4. We blow the air out through the mouth for 6. We breathe in for 3. We hold for 4. We breathe out the mouth, let it all go for 7. We breathe in for 3. We hold for 4. And then we breathe out for the final 8. And now we just breathe as normal, breathe as normal. Gradually now, get back to a position where you are on all your fours. Get back to a position where you are on all your fours. And from here, what I would like you to do is dig your toes in the ground. Bring your hands closer to your knees. Tilt the palms so that your fingers are dug in the ground, so that it gives you that stability, it gives you that leverage. And with your fingers embedded in the ground, with your toes embedded in the ground, elevate your knees up from the floor, and then try to bring your heels flush to the floor. Get your heels flush to the floor. And from there, bring your hands closer to your body up until the point where your palms can go flush to the floor. And you're now in a downward dog. This downward dog is now opening up that lower back once again. It's stretching your legs from the Achilles, coming from the heel, all the way up the calf to the back of the knee. And then from the back of the knee, all the way up, behind the thigh, up the hamstring, where it meets your glutes, meets your butt. And then that is called the glute ham tie-in. And then you're going to trace that muscle, that glute muscle, all the way round so that you feel it on your lower back. And now you're on your lower back, you're scanning your lower back. And now I'd like you to scan your spine. Go all the way, run down your spine. And now feel that tension in your shoulders. Feel the tension in your muscles of your arms, elbows, wrists. Drop your head down. And then slowly bring your hands all the way so that they are right next to your legs, your feet. And now you've released the pressure off the wrist, off the elbow, off the shoulder. So now you're getting a different form of circulation. Still all around the upper body. Feel that lower back still opened up. Feel those calves, those hamstrings, that glute. being stretched, feeling your body as one, feeling that belly on the thigh, feeling, mapping, understanding, connecting, all the way, just connecting your mind to your body. And then slowly coming up, all the way. Get rid of that dissolve, stand all the way up, get rid of the dissolve, and then go into one last supine stretch where your lower back curves naturally, your belly opens up, your lats open up, you're ready for the world. To give it whatever it was to give it, because you're going to be ready for it. And you have been set up for an exceptional day, because you are exceptional people. Thanking you.